Let's post that. Let's make sure audio's working. Audio's working. Mute yourself now. Boom. Is this muted? Yeah, that is muted. Yep. Boom. Do I actually even wanna... I'll do it. This. And there we go. That's all. Alright, I think that's all for that. And I don't want to make too many waits for it, so I think I'm just gonna start. Like, I don't really need to wait for anything. Actually, the faster I start, the faster I can actually start working on this. So, let me pull my mouse over here. Oh, wait, why is it on no game? It's supposed to be category art. Why did that reset itself? There we go. Like that. There we go. Now it's got the correct thingy. Didn't expect it to change it, but it did. Oh well. But I think I'm able to swap us over to here now. Because I'm going to just start doing stuff. I need to pull this up real quick and just turn that on. And that's about it. I'm going to just start. First things first is I need to make another piece. I'm going to create the pattern for the paws, because that's one of the last things I need. As well as I also need patterns for stuff that's being cut out of the felt, which are tiny pieces. Why is that scroll weird? I need to be able to see that. There we go. So let me just figure out what I want to cut in. So that's one of the body parts. I'll probably get a lot of it done now since I have most of the stuff done. I just need to plan out where do I put the measuring sticks. Measure stick, measure stick. So I also need these for dimensions. Yeah. Something I sewed earlier, like when I was first testing, thinking if I actually wanted to sew this, was this thingy, which is basically just two semicircles. Unmeasured, they're actually probably, let's see how big they are. Just on the flat side. How big are they?
Ooh,
Mhm.
ooh.
Wait, what? Jay, what the fuck? Wait, no, that's not him, Jay. Yeah, you, Let me grab my fucking thing. Ah! Why can I never pronounce that name correctly? Yuyami Nix. Where's that on the right? What? On the right? Wait. My hand, right hand, no, the camera's
You've got
flipped.
mail.
Ah! But yeah, let me fucking type shit real quick. By the ruler. This thingy? Which thing? There's a lot of things by the ruler. This little thingy? The scissors? Or actually, wait, lower your view is this. This is what we sewed yesterday. Let me actually, before I forget again, let me come over here and actually do, where is you, yeah? Also, wait, let me, before I get too distracted, let me do the both thing. You, Yanix, but da da da.
Please follow you Uyami Nix who is playing Remnant 2.
Remnant. Oh, wait, wasn't that the. Wait, why the fuck did my second screen just go off? Ah, fuck. Where. Did I just tap the desk too hard and it just fucked up? Uh. Fuck. Second screen just went down. Ah. There we go. It's back up.
Hampter.
After. But thank you for the raid. But if I remember correct, Remnant 2 is the Dark Souls of guns, right? So let me do the regular one since my thing doesn't work. Shout out. It's the second Remnant. Oh, wow. Who could have known? Let's do that. Boom. Yeah, let me see if I can just pull up a image. That's it's probably. Oh, was it one of the things in the art box? Because there was Among Us in there as well. Let me. I think I have an image saved right now of what we're basically making. Uh, I need an actual image, not that one. One sec. I need to download something then. So save image. Yeah, save it. Boom. Pull this back up so I can see chat again. So if I were to find out where that image just went, there it is. I can probably just drag it in here. Yeah. So that's what we're sewing. I have most of the things made. Like most of the patterns themselves. I need to make the feet pattern and patterns for facial features. But so far, what we did yesterday after 5 hours was this. That's all we got done because we were fucking around. Wait, let me. Wait. There we go. These. Fuck. Image. Out of my fucking way. Okay. Get rid of the image. There we go. Image gone. No more image. So I made these, which are just the tails that were at the back. I am planning on getting a lot more done. I just want to make the feet patterns, which before I got distracted, I was going to measure this, which was about that. Because a lot of the patterns are pretty simple to make, it just requires me to start making it, which I am going to continue to cut this bag further back. Do I need to cut? No, because the feet pattern aren't that big. I'm just going to cut this bag right like this so that I have something to work. Nothing is as big as the main thing. Because the whole thing is going to be like 2 feet long, which is going to require a lot of stuffing. I need to grab the stuffing later once I need it. Oh, yeah, let me just pull this in. I'm probably gonna get heavily distracted and miss a lot of chat because I am just gonna zone out while sewing things because I do that a lot while sewing. But we have probably move this a slight bit back so that it's not vibrating with the table. There we go. So, grab the pencil, and you still can't see the pencil marks, can you? You can barely. If I make them thick enough, you can see the pencil marks. Yeah, okay. Close enough. Because all you need to do is see the after product. It doesn't matter what happens until then. Why is that door open? Fuck it, it's fine. Fuck it, we ballin'. So, I need to just make a very simple pattern. My idea is just start off with making a little 3 inches. Actually, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this. Just make a little 3 inch mark. Just go. Actually, is it 3 inch that I want, or is it smaller? It's smaller, right? Like around 2 inch. Yeah. We're just gonna go like that, and then from the end of that, actually no. Wait, I need only a 1 inch mark from there, so it's right there because that is fucking stab myself with this shit because the width is 2 inch because it's gonna be rounded out a lot. And it's just a little curve from there. It's just curve it. We don't care too much about it being accurate because we're gonna sew it in. And once I make the pattern, it's gonna be all using numbers, so I don't even have to worry about the circle being wrong. Why is there a fucking staple? Get out of here, staple. But yeah, how was your stream if you're still here? Like, did you have fun? I need to make two of these because I want the top of the paw to be a little bit shorter than the bottom of the paw. Is my mic on? Yeah, my mic's on. I can see the fucking audio input capture. I only really need that far with it. So just go boop. And that's the little bit of paw. Because I'm gonna make a little 2 piece. So I need another piece that's just gonna be a square at 2. Do 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 do. I should probably get like VideoTube or something set up so that I can do actually like being in the corner without using Discord reactives if I'm just alone. Because I just have like a fucking test server that I use for it, which is like eh. Okay. Actually, this is that correct? No, it's not quite. That square is not going to be correct because I actually need it to be based on not that. It needs to be 4. Don't worry. We're planning as we go. It doesn't matter until the end. Loosely doing this. Do 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 do. Thing is, if we're going based on that, I could Do the same with this right here, and just pull it 2 inches down. And at the 1 inch, we mark it there. So if we make it all on the same piece, it makes sewing it easier. Rather than sewing 4 pieces together, it's just 2 pieces.
You're supposed to use the fucking ruler to do shit. Fuck off. I know the way.
So that's for if I want it to be just flat, but I want one of the edges to be slightly longer. So this is where it gets confusing because we have like the top of the paw and the bottom of the paw. Now, what I'm thinking is with the paw itself, we want it to look a little bit forward. We want it to like let's just say we have this sewn together, we want it to like angle a little bit so that you get the little beans going down. Which means that we need the top piece to be shorter than the bottom piece slightly, and the bottom piece to come up somehow. So if I just go 1, do 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 do, 1, do 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 do, and just say I don't care about it being a straight line. There we go. Close enough. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da, da. Oh, oh, ah. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Ah, so much hair in my face. Let me actually sit forward. Up, I accidentally kicked the camera stand. That's close enough. Fuck it. It's fine. If I were to think about it, probably would have to be like that. Like it would probably need to like cut inwards on that. So it would probably be better to cut that. But how many of these do I need again? 'Cause I'm making it 2 feet long. Like the main body is 2 feet long, separated every 3 inches by a crease, and for every plate in there, there is a foot, 2 feet, because it's a set of feet. So every one has a set of feet. So 2 feet, 24, 8. So 8 sets, 16. So I need to cut out 16 of these. Now, is that going to be fine? And then I also need to sew it, but that's the separate part. Is that gonna be fine? How do I do this? Because if I do that way, it's gonna be in on it like this. And then we can sew that to the other piece while the back comes up. So if I look at it like this, the back will come up. I probably should actually have it come further in then. Let me turn, since I don't have the actual reference images in front of me, let me turn that on again so I can just look at it. 'Cause that's what I'm making. I'm doing that thing. So let me just look at it again, because I just want to make it better, better, better. Uh, I think that's gonna be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, it should be fine. I can test with one and then start doing other things. So let's just cut this out. Cut this off, cut this out. We don't care about being too wasteful because this is just paper. Fuck them trees. We should have given it more seam allowance, but fuck it. We ball. General thought is that yeah, that'll be fine.
You
Yeah, that'll
missed
make a
an
great little
item.
pattern. Yeah, that'll make a great little pattern. If you actually round that off correctly, because I didn't round it off correctly. But once I sew it, it will be rounded correctly. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's gonna work. And then I just have to take that inwards, and you have that part come up somehow. Fuck it, it'll work. Don't worry. We got this. And if I were to look at this one, let's only cut off the sides of this one. I'm not making it wider, but let's look at it this way. If I were to be looking at this a smart way, just link these up, how would I look at that? I want it to look fine together, so I'm just going to plan out in my head how's it going to look. So this would attach more like right there. Or do I crimp it there? Do I just get two cubes, crimp it there, and have it crimp there white into it? Uh, Fuck it, we test it. Where'd I leave the material? There's the material. Come here. I'm only gonna grab this bag for now because I am working with the white of the paws and the black, which is in a different bag, but I'm not working with the black quite yet. So we only got the white color. We're gonna need a piece of tape ready, so I'll move that there because this material likes to do weird stuff. So let's just look at it this way. We're just gonna cut this because I bought a lot of extra material. I get to play around and make sure it works. So we can trim this in a sec. I'm just gonna cut very loosely around the edge. Okay, and now I grab a piece of tape and we're just gonna clean up that edge because this likes to fray. So we just clean up all the stuff that's popping off. Okay, we'll just throw that in the trash can. Grab another piece. We're just gonna make sure it's all. 'Cause I don't want shit everywhere. All right. Okay, now I can take this material and put it down since we're not going to be working with it for a little while. Okay, now let's give this a little trim up. So we're just going to take that edge off. Just going to take that edge off a little. Should probably get this to the actual correct edge length. Stay on there. I want to throw away those scraps correctly. Need this, just clean up those edges. Okay, can sit there. So I trim up this very loosely. Hey, now we get to play around with this. That's very crude there, but we get to make sure I have the correct side. Which side is the fluffy side? That's the fluffy side. So we just fold this over and we just look at it like that. Now we just crudely will do this, so let's just pin it. So we just take the first pin and just go right through here. Just gonna continue to pin this into place. So I have a nice edge that I can work with. That did not pin nicely at all. Let me just remove that pin then. Okay. Okay. Pin goes here so I can work with it. Okay. Just work nicely. Because I gotta make a shit ton of these. So I'm going to have to refine this bit by bit. Yeah. Alright, let's just sew this shut. And then we can snip it up, trim it up, see what we want to do after. Because it's a bit too long, but that's just so I can test with it. White thread. Just grab a nice length one. We're just gonna start out long. Just snip. Now, I could probably drop the camera down a bit more so you can actually see more of what the fuck I'm doing. But, it's fine. You get the general gist that I'm sticking something through a needle. Ah, there we go. This thread is a bit more annoying to deal with. Okay, that's fine, 'cause I still got it. Yeah. So let's leave that end right there as we make a few knots on this end.
Mix Sheb is first.
Hey,
All being well
Mixie!
of their power as the first.
The missile does not know where the fuck it
So
is.
does not know where the fuck it
The
is.
missile does not know where the fuck it is.
It's really lost.
The missile does not know where the fuck it is.
It's gone somewhere. Yippee. How you doing? Should probably turn on music in the background. Here, let me go get the Olo music folder. One sec, I gotta right click. Where is it? Still alive? That's good. At least we're still alive. Alive and breathing, that's good. As long as we're alive, breathing, we can have our shits and giggles. What's up? Sound effects, stream sounds, Olo music. We can just click, drag, grab all those, and just start that up. Yeah, now I have actual sound in the background. So I'm not just going crazy with my thoughts. Instead, I'm going crazy with my thoughts and music. Crazy. I was crazy once. Here, let me actually start with the annoying bit, so. Which would be this right here, so I could start the sew. Throwback. Did it work? Wait, did throwback not work? Wait, did it actually work or did it mess up? Let me check, because I wasn't actually looking at the screen. Fuck. Let me grab that there. There was indeed no throwback? Alright, let me check the Biku bot to see why throwback didn't work. Let me see, let me just test it. Yeah, when I do it through Biku, it seems to work. I wonder. Let me try it. Sip for the parched, alright.
A sip for the parched.
Why is throwback not working? Huh. There we go. Zip and let me stretch, and I'll just turn off throwback then. Because it's not gonna work through there for some reason. So we just go back, and let's just turn it off since it's broken. Where is it? There it is. So let me clear the pings over here. Jetty, what you doing? Are you playing with paper bag? Alright. Tiger Booth? What? What's Tiger Booth? Hey, Chatty. Kitty. Kitty cat. Ah, Tiger Bot. Alright. I'll look into it at some point. Okay, let me start the sewing.
And for my next trick.
Boom. So, we're just gonna...
Fix your
Forward.
cable management.
Metal pipe. Okay, let's pull this forward like that. Go up. Make sure that as it pulls straight. Can only have so much gayness in the wires. Yeah, sewing streams would work very well with other people. Like, I just blankly sew and they make up for the fact that I blank out my entire mind while sewing. Because otherwise, it's just a lot of me focusing heavily.
I mean, what can you ask for? Just calm sewing.
But what we do is we get the yin and yang, we get the calm sewing, and then we get the chaotic talking. It's Chatty Cat's happy. She's found a piece of paper to play with.
Oh no, spam 77777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777.
Can you believe it, guys? 7. Can you believe it, guys? 7. Just 7. Wait. This pause fucked. Here, just leave the excess there. No one's gonna know. It's gonna be hidden away inside fluff. Fluff and stuff. Oh, simply unthreaded the needle. I'll take a second to remove that. At attack. Yippee! Hey, Tiresias! Let me grab this closer so I can thread the needle easier. There we go. Now, at some point, I'm gonna return to playing games on stream. Probably gonna be next week. Because this is just like a fun break from the usual. Which side did I just come through on? I need to go back to here. Come through. Come down. What is that crease for? Ah, that's what that crease is. Now come down.
Okay, you wanna play rough? Let's play rough. Say hello to my little friends.
Absolutely blasted. Get fucking blasted. I'll just pop that through. Alright. We're getting there. It's only like the first of 16. And only half. Fuck, you know what I forgot to do? I'm realizing now that I forgot to connect these ends, because I have to connect these ends. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave this right where it is, because what I need to do is take this pin out and do my best to sew the black on. Because I realize I need to take the black square. Because they're connected much like this, and it's gonna be hard to connect this if they're already sewn together. So, let me grab the material. Understand the material.
Connect these nuts.
Connect these nuts. There we go. Nice big thing of comfortable. Comfortable. Yeah. Now let's see where I was cutting at. There we go. That's where I was previously cutting. So you get to sit over here for now. This, I'll just fold so it's at the correct length. And we're just gonna cut this to it. Which way? Western, man.
So yeah, chat. I am the resident dumbass that spams chat here. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. just come right through here. We're just gonna quickly cut this. Right, now that we just have to make a line, we just go boop, 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 boop. Don't mind that the line is not straight. Just mind that the line is cut. Yeah, quickly do this. Just want to make sure it's not as much, because it's going to catch most of the material at least. Oh, accidentally stuck that to the card, to the paper. Okay, now we just throw that tape over there for now to make easy cleanup later. And we're gonna put this down. Throwback's turned off for a little bit because for some reason it wasn't working correctly. But here, let me actually see if I can bug fix it. I just turn this on. And then turn it back off, make sure it's above everything. I go into Biku. I actually dragged BikuBot over to here so I can see it. Why does it rescale? Why does this thing rescale it? Sip for the parch? Alright. Yeah.
A sip for the parch.
Now, let me see if this works. Doesn't seem to work. Here, let me hit those things real quick. And a stretch. Okay, let me just go into the Biku. Yeah, but I want to make it work because it's supposed to work. Why? If I test it from here, let me just test it from here. I click the button, it works. But it doesn't work inside of Twitch. Why does it not work in Twitch? But I don't know why it doesn't work. Oh well. I'm just gonna leave it off then. How you doing, Opico? Yeah, I got a little bit too preemptive on one of the steps of this. So I sewed that bit a bit too early, but I remembered to stop. Owie! I got the nice comfy clothes on. I can do this. Yeah. Alright, now let's get a flat edge. Now, if I were to pull that one out, I can pull this tight later. So for now, pull that apart. Let's see which way Western land. That's the side that goes down. Okay. Is that fluffy side or is that fluffy side? Okay, so we're gonna fold that like that. We're gonna have to use a lot of pins on this. We're gonna have to really pin it together. We're gonna have to pin them down. Let's just get that going right through there. Did I cut that too long? Might have to cut it too long. metal pipe. I did cut it a bit too long. That's perfectly fine. Because we just work it this way, from this edge. Yeah, we're just gonna work it like this. Through here, back through, and just pin it down real well. I'm gonna need to make 16 of these. Fucking hell. It's fine. We're gonna slowly hammer it out and get it all done. That's the wrong side. I can't stick the blunt edge through. I could, but that wouldn't be good. I could cut that seam allowance off right now, but I'll leave it for now. Which color do I want to use for that? I could actually do that as well in white. Fuck, wait, that's not black, is it? One sec. No, that's not in the black. That's in a different color. Ah, fuck. It's in the gray. Shit, that's the wrong one. Okay, here's what we're doing. We're now unpinning this so that we can pin it again in a sec. This is why I do get for rushing. I need to take things slow.
Fix your cable management.
I will not fix the cable management. In fact, I will make it worse. Okay, so this piece gets to sit over here and do jack shit for now. We're using this color, because this is supposed to be the color I'm using. Right? Wait, before I double down on that, I believe that, yeah, this is the one. Fucking hell. Let me find the edge. Okay. Now we get to cut it. Ah! I'm pretty sure I also sewed that the wrong way around if I were to understand the sides correctly. Yeah, it's also the wrong way around. Do I just pull it all the way? Do I just start again? I could just start again. Just one fucked up is fine. Fuck it, it'll make the rest of it easier. Let's start again. Let me start pulling this out. Just gotta undo this thread. Okay? It's perfectly fine. We can undo it and redo it. Okay? That's why we didn't tie this off. It's fine. Everything is able to be redone. You know all that progress we made so far? Fuck that progress. We do it again. That's why we're here to see the scuff. Okay. Just slowly pull this all out. And we'll just start again. See? It's perfectly fine. Just gonna take a little while to redo it again. But we could just do it better. We can fix a few of the things I already saw that were mistakes. Okay? And even if this one doesn't work for some reason, we got extra. We got extra thread, we got extra fabric, we got extra everything. There's no worry. Mistakes are fixable. There's nothing to worry about. And that's the thread out. Okay, and I'm gonna take this thread and just wrap it around the black thread that I'm not using. Just so that it's secure and in a spot that I can see it. Because you should be able to see that. Yeah. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut this. Give us a little bit of seam allowance along the edges. And cut it. Just gonna cut it right there. I'm not gonna worry too much about being exact. We're just gonna keep going. There we go. Now we grab a new piece of tape, and we're going to clean up that edge. See, we're not going to be using any, tool that is too fancy. We're just using needle and stick. And needle and thread for most of it. Like, the fanciest we got right now is the pins. But we're just going to be doing all this by hand. We do have sewing machines here, but where's the fun in using a sewing machine? Because that's going to make this take a lot less time. And where's the fun without suffering? Okay, now we take this, thread it to about that long, maybe? Just enough. Okay. There. We're gonna fold that like that. We're gonna thread this real quick, and then we're gonna deal with the other one. We're gonna pin them together. Okay, and boom. And we take the other end. knotted. And just tie a few knots. Close enough. We got enough knots there. We can move on to the next piece, which is pinning the two pieces together. So let me move the scissors out of the way. Okay, you two get to sit up there. Yeah, as we go along, we're gonna get a bigger and bigger pile of finished pieces that we eventually will sew all together. So, but until that point, we just get a pile of heck-a-peat parts. So that. And we start pinning it. There we go. Those are pinned together nicely. Now we can see how well they're pinned by just going like that and saying, yes, that will work. Now we could add another pin to the edge, or we could actually just go like that. Boom. Okay, now we take this thread. We can just go right through it. And the first spot we can can just take it partway in on one end, pull it through, and then we go to the edge, because that's the type of loop this is. Didn't realize my mic was still muted. I was talking. Oh well. Undo that. We want to pull it forward again. Yeah, we're just gonna have a nice little time, accidentally stabbing yourself a bunch. And we just keep pulling it through. And we're about halfway
Fuck
in.
you, I'm sending you to the credits scene.
Ah, joke's on you. I'm already in the credit scene.
Ah, cryptic, don't hate me cause I'm beautiful, man. Maybe if you got rid of that old yee ass antenna you got you'd get some bitches on your screen. Oh, better yet, maybe Cup will call you if he ever stop flirting with that raccoon or trash panda he hanging with. TV.
There we go. Just pulling that through. We got all this. Let me arms back. Just stretch. Let me pull this up a little bit. Just a slight bit to that angle. So now we get a bit more of where I work my hands. Because my hands are working here. I don't want to have the camera this way. That's me is my head. I could maybe make headphones, like custom little headphones with antennae on them. Like just wiggly little things, just so I have at least a little bit of my character. Okay, but we go a bit more forward, accidentally stab herself. Perfectly fine. But how you doing tonight, Opico? Like, have you been having a good night? It's like, what time? 10. It's like 3 a.m. for you. Might as well say, are you having a good morning? Yeah, it's not really morning until like 9 or 7 in the morning. I would even consider like 5 to be a loop point. Back. Go forward again. Okay. Skaboosh. Well, next thing get pull this. There we go. We gotta make sure it's tight, but not pulling too taut. Because we want a very slight bit of, like, inwards. I'm sure there's actual correct terms for this, but I'm just gonna keep using whatever the fuck my brain thinks of. Like, supposedly this is a ladder stitch, but I'm just going back and forth. That's what I'm calling it. It's more like chutes and ladders, because like fucking back and forth repeatedly. Call it the Sisyphus stitch, because why the fuck not? Okay, and then we go forward once more. Oh, I accidentally de-thread the needle. That's fine. We're gonna pull out this pin. What am I making? I am making this little thingy. This little guy. And I'm making one of the paws right now for it. Yeah. I got the 2 tails already. And those are gonna be sewn into the body. And it should all work good. We're gonna slowly accrue a pile of pieces and body limbs over here. I should find a little place for them to sit. Oh, that is... What the fuck did I just grab? I need to undo that. Let's find a little place for them to sit. You know what? They can just sit like that. Yeah? Yeah, they can sit like that. Yeah, they get to sit right there. And now I need to rethread the needle just so that I can make the final stitch to close off this stitch without it being able to become unthreaded. And how you doing, Milo? Yeah. Yesterday's stream was just awesome making this. Yeah, it was fun. Enjoying the Saturday vibes? That's good. So let's pull this stitch back, like that. Pull it through, and then we go in, back through, and then we don't pull it through yet. Gotta make sure it doesn't come unthreaded, but we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I like 5 loops on mine. And pinch that. Pull it. Now we can unthread the needle. And just pull the string. Just gotta make sure that's tight. But there we go. Look at that. That part's done. Now we get to do the next thingy. Which is we also cut this. Just do a little snip. Snip. Yeah, look. That's gonna be perfectly fine once we put it together. And we're gonna have that. We're gonna make the paw. We're gonna fold that a little somehow. But we just fold this side in, and we're gonna pin it. So it's basically all these are gonna be like the tail, but just a little bit different. But we get to start pinning this. So I'm gonna start the pinning right there. Ow. I grabbed that pin the wrong direction and stabbed myself with it. Oops. Ooh, I need to trim this little thing, just so it's out of the way. Okay. And we're back in. Start the pin there. Pull it through. And we can just stick it straight through there. Just hit as many pieces as we can with that. Alright, and we're just gonna pin it right here. So that that's in place. And we're just gonna slowly use a shit ton of pins because I want this to sit very nicely. You can see some marks in the paw from previous pins and needles going through, but that's fine. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We just want it to be generally good. Right, and then like 2 pins over here. So we could pin this right on the edge together. Actually, we need to pin it from this side because it's not a flat cut. And there's just a different amount of seam allowances because I don't really care to make sure it's good because, to be honest, all the extra bits are going to be on the inside and it won't affect the outside in the view for it. So that's good. We can start sewing this. Okay, so we get to use this thread that I was using earlier. And this one already has the knot, so all we have to do is thread it, and we can start sewing it. Okay, we're just gonna start a little bit in. Oh, wait, let's pull it a little bit more in. And there we go. Now we're ready to start. So we sew back 1. Did I do it wrong? Oh wait, that's what I did wrong. You just pull that around and, oh, I accidentally unthreaded it. Don't worry, the mess of threads are easier to discern where they go than my cable management. Don't worry, we're fine. Oh, almost unthreaded it again. Don't want to do that. Fuck, I still unthreaded it. Oops. Okay, there we go. Now we're ready to continue sewing. I can remove that pin, and I can remove this pin. And then we re-tighten the thread. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What did I just pull through? Okay. So that back one.
Boy kisser.
Boy kisser. Forward one. Oh, accidentally unthreaded it again. Should be simple enough. Okay, there we go. Rethreaded. Okay. Halfway. And forward. Go back a bit. Oops. Keep accidentally unthreading the needle. Should grab it closer. Okay, and I can undo one more of the pins, slowly freeing up the little fellow. I probably should have done the paw pieces before sewing it together like this. But we can do that for the next feat, because we have 16, 15 more to perfect it on. Sue says we don't have time. I think we have plenty of time. I'm not out of time. I'm only out of touch. Okay, remove another pin. Okay, I'm gonna sit up. Is that close enough? No? There we go. Oops. There. Perfect. What a great little invention. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this back one, then back forward to the same spot, and I'm gonna tighten up this seam intersection. A few of these. Just one, two, oh, not two yet. I didn't go through correctly. Two. Ow! Okay, just gonna do a couple different types of knots. Kind of just make sure that this intersection is very tight and that there is just going to be the right amount of each material. Okay, and one last before we tie off the knot. I think, was there another pin I had to remove? No. Alright. And we're just gonna pull this over this. And we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we remove the needle. Place it right there. Pull it tight. And snip off the excess. Alright, now we just need to sew this section here together. Because the paw section is done. Except for when we have to sew felt onto here, which is going to be a little bit of a pain, but that's what I get for testing. That's all we're going to keep doing, is keep testing. Now, which one works the best with this? That one? Or do I just use a bit more white since it's all going to be concealed? I think we just use this that we just cut off. it's not long enough, then we'll just use another piece of thread. Okay. Now we're just gonna thread the needle. Okay. Alright, let's just start it right there. Like, if I really wanted to take this very seriously, I could have taken a piece of this fabric and gone over to our material drawer, not material, our sewing drawer, and color matched it, but I'll just use whatever feels right. Huh? Don't unthread yourself yet. Spin that a little bit. Okay. Okay, now let's remove that pin real quick. And we get to close off this thread. And we get to see what it looks like turned out, inside out. Now we got a little bit more work to do once we do turn it inside out, but that's we don't have to figure it out quite yet. Now let's do it really simply and just finish it off like this. Rather than anything fancy, we just go through. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and a little snip, snip, snip. And now let's grab a chopstick and let's flip this inside out for a sec. Just so that we can see how it looks so far. We still have to add the little paw beans. And we have to add a little divot inside.
Boy kisser.
Boy kisser. We don't need to add a boy kisser, we already have one. Of course, more won't hurt. Yeah, little paw. Could have done with a little bit less pinching there, but look at that. It's a little paw. Here, let me bring it up close to the camera. Look, a paw. Here, let me actually pull this up for me. I'll pull it over like that. Let me get a screenshot of that so I can send it to someone real quick. Where'd that go? Gotta pull this over to the correct screen. New snip. Okay. Let me just Control C that, and I'll send it to the person. Yeah. Yeah, we still have to add the pieces, but yes, technically, Drake will be stuffing them soon. Which means I need to get the different little paw bits. So, I need to find the material I was using for the paw bits, which is this. Let's grab that tag and just throw it out. Because that's just saying that it's felt. So, things we need to do is get a little bit of paw inwards right there. So let's turn it back inside out again. Okay. Actually, let me see. So they have to be smaller than this. So we're just gonna draw it on here. This is not a pencil, this is a chopstick. Okay, so we get the little beans, we get like beans like that. Get little beans. And a piece that looks like this. So we just go to rounded. Right? Isn't that what the beans look like? Let me go look what the beans look like. Where is my mouse? Oh, wait, that's where my mouse is. Okay, let's go. That. Beans. Beans! Yep, okay, that works. Okay. So, we're gonna need to be real nice with the scissors and make little tiny thingies. Okay, but let's just cut a little piece off, like that, and we can do it live. So, we're working with like little bits of felt. We're gonna want black thread. So let me grab some thread. Gee, it should be a lot shorter since I'm working with a small area. And I could just knot it like 3 times. Don't take too much work. Too much effort, too much work. But how you doing, Carbon? Okay, and boom. Now let's thread that onto here. Now this is going to be actually very troublesome for me, but we should be able to manage as long as I do it smart. And by smart, I mean I'm going to stab my hand a shit ton of times. Okay, but let's cut out pieces. Let's make it look Paul Beanish. Let's make it kind of look like a bee. So we're just gonna cut this one down. Okay. Okay, and then that will go like right there. Yeah? Yeah. And we get bean bean. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna not unthread that needle. First things first, I need to come with the needle through this side. So let's drop that. Belt sticking in place. That's actually pretty nice. I need to come through this way. Okay, like that. Oh no! I didn't put enough knots in it. Oh well, let's put a few more knots in it. Does that just pop right through? Now, if I were to do this smart, I would alternate which side of each foot that I make that the actual beams go on, because that would make it so that I could put all the seams facing inwards or outwards, but probably inwards, just so that we get a bit more consistency. Like I make 8 with it on like one side, 8 with it on the other. That would require a lot of brain power from me. And if you've ever tuned into my streams a bunch before, you know I don't got brain power. I only have autism. Okay, that should be enough, so let me rethread the needle. Okay, so let me move this fabric out of the way, because I'm not working with that right now. Oh, I got a Discord ping. There we go. Now we take it through the paw again. They did surgery on a grape? Well, I did surgery on a paw. Now it's gonna be annoying to tie this one off, but I have an idea. Is that the correct side? Yeah, it should be the correct side. Is that too far back? I think that might be too far back. So what I do is I unthread the needle, pull this out, and I just make sure I can grab the edge of this. Because it should be a nice little thing to grab, and I pull it out again. And we just keep doing it till I find the correct spot. Okay, it's just gonna take a long time to make this, but it's gonna be nice. Okay, so make sure I don't stab myself while doing it. Put it to about the center. Put the paw on. Pull this through. Okay. And now here's where the fun part comes in. I'm going to put a finger in here so that I stab through it instead of the other wall. And I'm just gonna run it back and forth. So pull this tight. Go through here, through there. Okay, and angle it back through. And we just gotta pull that tight. Okay, and we just do it again. That's not too far enough. There we go. Now we just want to pull that needle through. Okay. Now that bean's on there pretty well. I'm not going to worry too much about getting this one perfect, but what I am going to do is to tie it off, I'm just going to send the needle in, and we're going to unthread it inside so that I can flip it through and work with it there. Well, actually, we don't really need to unthread it, I just need to turn this inside out. Of course, if I do it wrong, this is gonna unthread anyways. Actually, I'm gonna unthread this so I can actually see what the fuck. Did I accidentally go through the back? Let me see what I did. What did I do? Okay, where's the thingy? I think I went through the wrong wall. What did I do? Where is it? Oh, that's what I did. You see that? That's where I messed up. Okay, and we're just gonna pull that thread out then. Because I accidentally went through the back wall. Which is not what I wanted to do. What we do is we just pull that loose. By going, hey, come here. Thread, unthread. Not you, you can stay threaded. Or we just unthread that thread and find out where it went. Oh, wait, did I go through that edge too many times? That's annoying. But that's gonna make it annoying for the other pieces, but it should be fine. Yeah, what I did is I accidentally went too far through on one of them. That's fine. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna thread the needle once more. And actually wait. Now, let's actually undo those. Just so that I can make it perfect-ish. Because I will need to stuff this, and I don't want that to mess up the stuffing. So, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna undo this up to that point. Seems like it might have been like one of the first ones, actually. Yeah, it was the first one that went too far. Oh well. We just get more practice. I will likely be making some of the feet off stream because I don't want this to be months of work. I just want it to be maybe a week or two. There we go. Let's pull that a bit further. Just gonna go through here. Gonna stab our finger in the process and come through here. And make sure it doesn't go through the other end. Alright, and then we make one little in, back out, and we just loop it there. Pull a bit more through. 1, 2. Oh, and just take the full slack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we pull that needle through now. Oh. Okay, just take this, tighten it down. And if we did mess it up, then we just cut it. But for now, we just snip the excess from both ends. And we flip it back inside out again and take a look at it. Yeah, see? It's a little bit off, but if I were to do it correctly, it will look perfectly fine. Now, let's cut this. And then we stack the two, and then we just trim it down into the correct circle we need, which is an oval. And that will be the two little toe beans. Now, if I were smart, I would use one thread for the whole thing. Okay, close enough. Little beans are close enough. We could trim a little bit more off of them. Okay, just gonna take this, cut a little bit more off, cut this one down a little. Alright, so a little bit more thread. Cut it, give us a couple knots in it. Alright, that should be more than enough knots. I'll thread it, and then I'll take a drink of water. I think I might be a little bit dehydrated. So spin that, and we're gonna put it down. Yeah, water. Let's take the needle through here. Make sure not to stab anything early. Okay, am I completely free of stabbed things? Yep. So, right through here. We're gonna put one of the paws on, or one of the beans. Gonna pull this all the way through. here's my plan. I'm gonna stick my finger in here and stab my finger. Pretty much that's the whole plan. Oh, do not want to unthread that. Now what we do while we're stabbing it through is make sure it goes straight to here. This on. No, that's a bit too far on the edge. Stab through here and right through here. Okay, I'm just gonna take this through. Gotta make sure I don't stab it through too many different walls. Alright. Now let's take a look at that inside out. We're gonna find a way to tie this off. So, thread the needle again. Okay, and we're gonna find a way to just tie this off real nicely. Just take it there. Alright, and grab this and go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can unthread the needle. Actually, I can't unthread the needle yet because I have to pull it through a little bit more. Because there's a little bit of excess left on the other side. So, or actually I can't. Wait, can I pull that through? Okay, so we're gonna need to snip it there then. Alright, let's just snip off a bunch of this extra. And let's turn it inside out. Okay, now let me go get the stuffing. Now that this is all up, look at that. We got a little paw. Now let's stuff it. Okay. Ounce bag of stuffing. Is it overkill? Yes. Do I like it that way? Yes. So let's just stuff it little bit by little bit. Okay, let's break that off a bit more, and actually let's skip that
You
for a
missed an
sec.
item.
I missed an item. Oh no. Okay, we just use this and we just push it in there. Just want to get it right to the edge so that that's nice and full. Right, next little bit. So we can't shove too much in at once or else it won't fill the end as much. Actually, I don't really need the chopstick because I can do it with my own fingers. We sit forward a little. Just a little paw beam. Ooh, 1 second. I'm going to grab a little bit of thread because I saw something I don't like. This isn't sewn together enough for my liking. So you know what we're gonna do? Just gonna take a little bit of thread and we're gonna start sewing. 'Cause I could see inside of it. Means I want to take my needle through it. It's supposed to be pretty much seamless. Shouldn't be able to see any of the edges. I think I see the issue. The issue is didn't go as far as I needed to the edge with one of them. Which means the stitch starts here and the stitch started there. Ah, I see. I didn't take the extra that way. I sewed the extra right in. Okay. Easily solvable. It just goes like this. Did I ever do the Twitter post? I think I did the Twitter post. That's why I quality check as I go. So you can't really trust yourself too much, just give yourself the benefit of the doubt and start working on it. Owie. Okay, but this one's easy enough to work with. Just pull it through here. Like, I have way too much thread for it, but who gives a shit? We're just gonna over sew this area by a lot. Okay, and then for the final one, we just pull it through. Oop. Grab the spot, pull it through like that, and we're just gonna tie it off. Just give it a few twirls, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stab myself a shit ton of times. And we're just gonna grab that, drop the needle, grab it again. Where does that come from? Ah, that's where that comes from. And just pull that tight. There we go. Snip this off. Snip this off. Snip it closer. Snip this off. Okay, and we can go back to stuffing them, because that should now be perfectly fine. Yes? Yes, it's now perfectly fine. Okay, and I'm going to remember to actually work in this area so that you can actually see the hands and not over here where you can barely see my hands. Yeah, what do those fingers do? They do stuffing and sewing. Thing is, I could add a thing to go like that. I could like crease it like that, but I think I'm just gonna leave it flat. Honestly, I think it's cute. We just leave it flat and it can just wiggle wherever it wants. Probably could have done a bit better on some of those. Honestly, if I wanted to do that, I could do it, but don't worry about it too much. Because all the little inconsistencies are gonna be what makes it yours. Just go doot 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 doot. Okay. Just a little bit more. And perfect. Yeah. Paw. See? Fucking hell, what is that? Ew, the end is not sewn correctly. Ew. Alright, solution, we're just gonna do a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit of ladder stitch. Okay? So even though this is all completely filled up, I can still deal with this. Okay? What I do is I make a couple knots in this. Alright? Little mistakes can be fixed as we go along. It just means that next paw I make, I need to be a bit more careful with the seams. I need to make the seams a lot tighter. Might even want to make like doubling of the seams. I might just go through a second time with a second string. Okay, but what we're gonna do to stitch it in is we're just gonna actually, because we got a little bit of the inside, we can put the first piece on the inside and we can pull it in from that. It's just a little happy accident we can fix. Don't worry, all the mistakes are fixable. We just keep moving forward. Do you think that's enough knots? Probably. So we're just gonna thread this. Right. Okay, so I don't know if the camera could actually see what I've been looking at for a little while. So I'll make sure you guys can see it. Let's pull this through. Okay. I'm just gonna hold that like that. Okay, so let me pull it up to the camera. You see right there? Oh, wait, let me pull it closer. You see right there how that's on the outside? Like that's supposed to be in like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick the needle through the inside, have it come out, and then we go in through there. Okay? I'm just gonna go up, under, like that. And then we can take the very end of this in. And we go up, under this side. Not that far. Now if we pull this in, oh, I didn't make enough knots in the end and it just pulled right through. That's simple, we just make a few more knots. Okay. It's a bit tight there because it's all stretched, so I need to make sure it's a big knot so it doesn't go through. Alright, let's try it again. Okay, we come through here. Pull that, pull on it. It's not gonna pull out. Push it in. Now we're gonna go in from the other side. And we pull on it. And it went through again. Huh. How do we deal with that? If I go through it like this, come around again like that, pull it tight, and then come through this side, pull it tight, come through again, Now I continue forward. Oh, accidentally unthreaded the needle, that's fine.
Hamster.
Now how do I end off this stitch? I'll have to figure that out in a bit. Okay, but I'm gonna pull this through up into this one that's also pulled out. Oh no, don't want that to thread like that. So that just threaded itself around the little toe beam. I want that to be free. So how do I deal with that? I just pulled it tighter here. Let me pull this. Okay, there we go. Now we can make sure this doesn't unthread and pull it through. Okay, now we go into the seam, down in, out again. Do it again. Go right through. We're gonna slowly stitch that up. Stitch in, pull it, push it down, pull it through. Hello, Chatty. And now we just go in there or something. We just go do. Oops, unthreaded the needle. Let's just go in there like that. Pull it through. Hello, Chatty. What's wrong? Okay. And let's just pull it taut like that, and we'll just snip it. Where'd you go, Chatty? There you are. Come here. Chatty, I'm trying to pet you. And you're just messing with my shoes. Fine, Chatty. Hi, Chatty. There you are. Okay. Alright. Now we just snip this. Also get the hairs out of the way. Now there's a better way to do that, but it's perfectly fine how we did it. It gives it a little bit of hair at the end, which is perfectly fine. See? And we got a paw. So, I'd say that's a success. Let's deposit the needle in there. And grab the new piece. So, made little bits of pattern. And for the actual toe beams, I'm not going to make a pattern really. But that's pretty much a success. We might stuff this a bit more when we attach it to the body. But that's also going to be, when we attach it to the body, we're going to actually do the same type of stitch we did over here, where we pulled it underneath, out, and then through the other thing. So to attach it, we're just going to pull out underneath, and that's going to create, as we go along, it's going to create an edge like this, where it just comes in. And the whole thing's going to be pulled in onto it. And it's going to be nice. It's going to work. We might need... Actually, no, we don't want to use pins for that. Yeah, it's gonna work. It's gonna be great. Okay. But it's kinda late, so I'm going to... And I also have something to do tomorrow. So I'm going to start preparing us for the end of stream. Let me just thread that. There we go. Thread this one. Bye, Chatty. Bye, Chatty Chat. So, let me grab us. Let me also turn that off. We're just gonna hop over to transition stuff. And I forgot to swap the thing, so we're ending. And there we go. So, do we have someone to raid out to? Who do we want to raid out to? Is there anyone doing art in my list? I don't think there is anyone doing art. Ew, ASMR. Ew. Bunch of people playing Baldur's Gate. Let me check this list over here. Where is it? I'm trying to find something. Nope, definitely nothing in there to do. What about this one? Does this have anyone that I don't follow who might have streamed? I think the closest one is a while back. Fine. I am just going to look through this list. Ew, not League of Legends. I rated him before too many times. What about you? They might be ending, so I'm not gonna do that. Fuck, why can't I find anyone? There's a lot of people I could, I just don't know. I don't know. Here, how about this one? Actually, no, not that one. Why can't I make up my mind? Let's just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's just go with you. Did you just start? I think they just started. Yeah, Free of Me just started. Let's go with Free of Me. Great channel. They're doing art. They literally just started. So let's start this up. Because I can't figure out anyone else to raid. And they just started, and I actually like watching them sometimes. Like, I like lurking there. I might be back tomorrow, depends on if I am tired during the night. Because I gotta make a bunch more of these legs. I'll probably be making them off stream a bunch. Because I gotta make I gotta make 16. I'm like, why did I do this to myself? It's not too late to change the measurements, but I want to commit to the bit. I want to commit to the bit. Oh, I'll send you guys out. Peace. Unmute that.
Like it jumps once.